How long had you been performing before you got a hold of my system?
I got a hold of your system pretty early on. I know it was probably, maybe 4 or 5 months in, maybe.
Oh, wow, that's pretty early in. And what was it that drew you to my stuff, just out of curiosity?
Well, I know I found you, I guess, through a Google search, and I had taken another class here locally, and you were saying some things that kind of hit home better with me in your newsletter. And then that's when I contacted you about doing a phone training thing, and then got the system from you. And your system just made sense to me. It was worded like I like to read it, and everything kind of clicked for me with it.
Well, so let's talk about some results. People want to know about results, and it seems like you've had some pretty good results. Can you talk a little bit about that? When I'm talking about results, I'm talking about, how well you've progressed in your performing. As far as the laughter generation that you've got, has the number of gigs that you've gotten increased, those types of things.
Oh, yeah. I mean, to blatantly plug you, like some things like this.
Well, you don't have to blatantly plug me.
I'm giving you props, my friend, because I do exactly what you said. Like, I talk about things that are real, that have happened to me. I'm not one of the comics that will make up a joke just to make it a joke. Like, I have that real thing come as a starting point. And that was one of your things, that you always said, talk about what you want. And I've tried to do other things where it wasn't really what I wanted to talk about, and it just falls flat. So I've learned if you really talk about what you want to talk about, if it's coming from a real place, then you can, branch it off from there. But to me, it just doesn't work. Like, I can get on stage confident as all get out, but it just doesn't work because I'm not behind it. And so, just putting yourself in the joke, the things like you say, I'm thinking way back now, but write about your topic you want to talk. Don't think about the funny. Just start writing, and then go back and start pulling things out of it. Things like that really help me. And so, pretty early on, I even got, probably 5 or 6 months in, the Improv was calling me to do, MC or a guest spot, and I was just blown away, that I was getting called that early, that I was on them, and it goes in cycles, but I was, I think, your system had a lot to do with that.
Well, that's pretty rare for comedy clubs to latch on to somebody unless they're actually producing the funny. I mean, they will latch on, and this is what I tell people is they will give opportunities to people who can make the audience laugh.
They will. That's all they care about.
That's the way it is.
Yeah. You can be existential, you can do Walmart jokes, but if they're not laughing, they're not interested.